Hey guys, welcome back to day 9 of our 30 days of free 8-figure club coaching and ClickFunnels support. I am super excited to be back with you today, and I'm hoping that you're getting massive value, like I've been hearing from a lot of you on our one-on-one private calls that I've had the privilege of doing with many of you. So thank you guys for showing up today. Thank you, and welcome. I'm excited about today because today we're going to talk about the third step of a perfect funnel system. Remember, in the previous days, I talked about why it's important for you to have your own proprietary process, right? Your own proprietary system. It's because you need to be the thought leader in the market of what you do. And having your own proprietary process, your own proprietary system allows you to be positioned as a thought leader, as a trusted authority in your market. Now guys, if you're just joining us for the first time, this is free 8-figure club, okay? That's for getting into the 8-figure club. I'm blessed to be one of 17 people in the world to have the opportunity to receive that 8-figure club award for generating over 10 million through a single funnel. And I've decided over 30 days, the month of November, to give free coaching, okay, to bust through the 2 Comma Club, okay? So to get that 2 Comma Club award, bust through the 2 Comma Club and get into the 8-figure club, okay? So wherever you are, whether you're stuck getting past 5 figures or 6 figures, okay, let me know. Let me know where you're stuck. Drop a comment in Facebook, and I'd love to hear from you. Or if you're on YouTube later, drop a comment below on the YouTube, and I'll answer you there as well. Provide any feedback and support that you need. Now, before we jump into it, I want to mention to get your free golden ticket. These things are flying off the shelf like crazy. We just shipped out a huge order yesterday and today, and it felt like Christmas. It was like Christmas came early. But on these, just so you know, guys, these are our 7-figure expert funnels, okay? So if you're an author, expert, speaker, coach, a consultant, you're a purpose-driven entrepreneur, these funnels will be beneficial for you, okay? I've been paid over $250,000 to develop the funnels, emails, and scripts for one particular expert, and you're getting them for free. Guys, that's crazy. All you gotta do is pay for the shipping and handling, and it's yours anywhere in the world, okay? So grab your free golden ticket. Why we still have copies, we have a limited supply, and then we'll have the doors to the profit factory will be closed for good, but grab your ticket while you still can. You're also gonna get our 7-figure and our 8-figure agency funnels, okay? So if you run an agency, a marketing agency, an advertising agency, branding agency, whatever it is, you're a freelancer, a service provider, you're gonna wanna check out our 7-figure and our 8-figure agency funnels, emails, and scripts as well. And then lastly, I've put on here, my Oompa Loompas I've put on here. As you'll see, the free golden ticket, you'll get a good laugh out of that. Click the link in the description, guys, or go to freegoldenticket.com. But you'll get a good laugh. But I've put on here as well my 7-figure e-commerce funnel. So these are 2 different e-commerce funnels. One that's responsible for over 8% conversion to cold traffic on a front end, which is crazy. Like, that's a gnarly high. And then the second one is one that's responsible for generating over $3,000 a day with a back-end monthly continuity on the back end of that. And you get the funnels, the emails, and the scripts for that as well. And these special fancy little tickets, there's 5 of these, okay? We've given away 5 of these things. And, excuse me, and these are $15,000 tickets because that's how much it costs to spend a day with my team and I here in beautiful San Diego, California. And we map out the fastest path to your $1 million a year or $1 million a month business, whatever it is that you want to create. And we help you reverse engineer that. We help you get a really solid game plan down, right? And then we show you how you can execute on that game plan out of that 1-day private intensive. We also call it a funnel day. So if you want to check out funnelday.com, you can see there's dozens and dozens and dozens of testimonials of people who love that experience. And I love what one of my partners said. He said, I got more value in that 1 day with you, Bryan, than I've gotten in the last 3 years of trying to figure this out myself, of trying to hire other amateurs, of trying to, even in being in other $25,000 and $50,000 masterminds themselves, they got more clarity in 1 day, which I'm proud of, than they had in their last entire 3 years. So 5 winners will get access to that, and then there'll be 1 lucky winner where my team and I will build out your entire everlasting funnel for you for free. Okay, for free. Like, that's crazy. That has $100,000 value on it. And so all you gotta do is enter to win a chance. Just grab this free golden ticket, it's yours. All right, so today, guys, I wanna talk about step 3 of our proprietary process of a perfect funnel system, okay? If you remember from some of the earlier videos, a perfect funnel system is a system for capturing leads, converting sales, and creating a community of raving fans, okay? That's the overarching, the end goal, right? Like we want a community of raving fans. We want 1,000 or more people. When we send an email, they'll buy whatever it is that we bring to the market, right? We want people that are going to be shouting to the rooftops about how amazing our products and services are. Now, if your products suck, you should probably not try these strategies, right? This depends upon you having good products, good services. You stand behind what you sell, right? Whether you're an e-commerce store, you stand behind what you sell. If you're an agency, you stand behind the results that you produce for others. And if you're an expert, you stand behind your expertise and you stand behind the thought leadership that you've accumulated over the number of years that you've been doing this, okay? So today I'm gonna talk about developing relationships, okay? So we're gonna talk about developing relationships, okay? And it looks like this is not gonna draw out for me. Oh, there it is, it fixed itself. Relationships, right? All right, let's switch the pen here. This here, my friend, is called a Jamboard, okay? Developing relationships. This is the third step of a perfect funnel system. Now in this, I'm gonna talk about how to manufacture the process of developing relationships, okay? So in the beginning of you bringing any products or services to the market, when you start to advertise, generally speaking, people don't know, like, and trust you yet, right? Like, they have no clue who you are, unless you're like, you know, a big name like Oprah or, you know, there's big name, okay? But for most of us, that's not the case. So we have to develop relationships. If you remember, step 1 is to have an irresistible money magnet for your business. Step 2 is to capture leads. I've talked about all the different ways that you can capture leads. And today I'm going to show you how we create trust in a market where no one trusts you, okay? Now, I'm going to use this diagram, and down here is where they opt in. Okay, so follow me here. This is where they opt in. Now before that, there's no trust, right? Like they don't trust you yet. No trust. There's probably a little doubt, right? And there's probably a little skepticism. Rightfully so, right? They just saw your ad, they just saw your website, they're a little skeptical, okay? This is what you're facing. This is what you're up against. Now, let's just say that the thing that we are creating for this illustration was a 5-part video series, okay? And it was a 5-part video series, okay? And it was about how to make your first dollar online as an affiliate. Okay, so I want to point out a few things here. Okay, 2 things. Number 1, I'm speaking to a very specific group of people here. I'm talking to people who want to figure out how to make money online, and they want to make it. They want it to be predictable, sustainable. They want it to be something they can repeat, right? And they want to make it as an affiliate. So they don't want to sell their own stuff. They want to just sell other people's stuff, right? And there's a whole community of people out there that's all they want to do. Right? Like there's hundreds of thousands of them, if not millions of them. And it's a 5-part video series, right? So they know what they're getting, right? If you remember back to the irresistible money magnet video that I talked about, and I talked about 10 different irresistible money magnets, you'll remember that video series was one of them, okay? So I'm just going to illustrate that here. Now, if I was creating this, what got me into this game of marketing online back in 2006 was actually a 30-day video series that talks about how to make your first dollar online in 30 days, right? And I signed up for that willingly, and I watched every video, I implemented, took action, and I was able to produce the result of $750 in revenue in less than 7 days, right? If you remember my story. Now, first one, I would talk about domain buying. So I'd talk about like, okay, hey guys, like, you know, I would talk about buying a domain, I talk about domain name buying strategies. I talk about my first domain name that I ever bought, and then I show them how to get it for $1. So I'm giving them real value. But here's the key, guys. This is where most people fall flat on their face, okay? What I really want to do is I really want to produce an epiphany I really want to create an excitement, right? Things that we get excited about, we're more likely to show up for day 2, right? That's day 1. I'm more likely to show up to day 2 if I'm excited about what I learned during day 1, right? Like if you didn't get me excited about day 1, I'm not going to be excited to show up for day 2. And the next thing is, what's this outcome, right? So I'm talking how to make your first dollar online as an affiliate. Okay, in the next 5 days, very specific. So I'm holding on to that, right? So the next video, I talk about hosting, how to get free hosting. Okay, and I talk about, hey guys, like, rather than spending, $300-400 a month on hosting, or even $30 a month on hosting, or $50 a month on hosting, here's how you can get it for free. Okay, again, I produce that epiphany, I create that excitement in them, and I create a connection with me and my stories. Okay, that's really important. It's really important that you tell stories that create connectedness, that create connections, right? So important. The next one, I would give them a free affiliate funnel. Free affiliate funnel. Okay, now this is money right here. This one is going to produce an aha moment. It's going to get them excited, right? And this is video 3, day 3. And what I would do with this is I would make sure that I would put this as a bonus and advertise it on the opt-in page, because it's got a strong desire. There's a strong desire to have something that I could charge $1,000 for, right? Okay. So you're going to get it when you register to discover how to make your first dollar online as an affiliate. Okay, selling other people's stuff. Okay, without having inventory, without having to sell your own products. You're also going to get a free affiliate funnel. I would give them the affiliate funnel. I'd teach them about the affiliate funnel. I inspire them about the affiliate funnel. I'm getting them excited about the affiliate funnel. I talk about what other people are doing with that affiliate funnel. I talk about what that affiliate funnel has done for me. I get them excited. Okay. I hope you're seeing a pattern now. Okay, we're keeping them excited. Okay, but here's what's going down. Okay, I'm showing you in a second. Up here is trust. And what we're doing here, if you remember from the past days, is we're delivering massive value for free up front before we ask for any money, right? And we're producing results in advance. Like, they can buy a domain name, they can execute, they can get a result. They can set up hosting, they can get a result. They can get their affiliate funnel set up, they can get a result. Right? So important. So important. Okay, next step is change out some links, maybe add some bonuses. Okay, because as an affiliate, it's good to stack bonuses, right? I've talked about that. And change out some content, make it unique, make it your own, right? So I'd tell them about that. I'd create, and then the aha moment would be, send it to your list, like post it on Facebook, post it on Instagram, post it on, do a YouTube video about it. Like, so they'd be able to drive traffic, and that was day 4. Okay. Now, here's what's going to happen. This is what's going down, guys, behind the scenes. Every single time that I have the opportunity to make a connection, to deliver results in advance, I'm building trust. And you can see as we go along, trust is building, trust is increasing. Think about if we were going to do this, you're meeting people, someone face to face, right? You meet them for the first time, you're skeptical. You're at a networking event. You're skeptical. What's this guy trying to sell me, right? Next time you meet him, you're like, oh, hey, Joe, what's going on? How you been? Next day, oh, Joe, what's happening? Hey, man, you want to grab dinner? Like, yeah, you are able to build a relationship. This is the same human pattern that we experience in our day-to-day life, right? It's just transferred online, okay? All right. Now, after day 4, you got day 5. Now, what I would do here is I would show a case study, okay? And I love this because now I get the opportunity to sell something, right? So what I do up here is I would do a case study, and I talk about how we're producing 300% return on ad spend on Facebook. Only this time, I would make an offer, okay? So same format. I would have an introduction to the video. I would tell them what I'm going to talk about in the video. I would then talk about what I'm going to talk about, which is the case study, and then I would move into making an offer. And then I'd follow my offer formula sequence, okay? Which I talk about in converting sales. So we're not going to talk about that now. That'll be in tomorrow's video. So you're going to make sure you show up for tomorrow's video to get that whole sequence, that framework of how we create winning offers and how we get people to take action and get in the game now rather than wait, right? Really important, okay? But does that make sense? Does that make sense, guys? Let me know if it makes sense. Just give me a thumbs up. give me a shout out, if that makes sense, okay? Now, I want you to look at this from another perspective. Think about webinars. I love webinars. Webinars are a great way to sell things online. They're absolutely a great way because you can build trust over an hour and you can make an offer, right? In this case, I'm delivering like 5 to 7 minute videos over the course of 5 days, and then I make an offer, right? But here's the interesting point. Check this out. Opt-in is the same as a webinar. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you look at a webinar, it's got 5 major parts. It's got your core story, also known as your origin story. It's got secrets, 1, 2, and 3. And then it's got number 5, the offer. It's the same way. It's the same thing. Same thing. It's just, this is spread out over a couple days. The other one is like, let's get everything condensed into one at one time. Okay? Some people like this approach. Other people like the webinar approach. Personally, I like both approaches. Try them both, right? Don't just try one thing. Split test it, right? Always be split testing, okay? Always be split testing. You might want to write that down. That's a little lesson for today. Always be split testing, okay? But what I want you to see here is that we're developing relationships with people over time as we provide value, as we deliver results in advance. We want to celebrate their wins as well, okay? So you might want to plug them into a Facebook group, have them share, have them ask questions, and then celebrate those successes. And then the trust just accelerates even more at a more rapid rate, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, I hope that makes sense. Now, guys, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. I would love to answer those questions today, or I'd love to answer those questions in an upcoming Facebook Live, right? And so so the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to go into some questions. But before we do, for those of you that just jumped on, congratulations, welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited you're here with me. Thank you for joining me live on Facebook, or if you're on YouTube later. Thank you for watching this video. It's an honor and privilege to be doing these free 8-figure club coaching and ClickFunnels support videos. I'm excited about supporting you. You see, we get hundreds of questions every single week about ClickFunnels, okay? And I'm about to answer some questions in a second, okay? But send us your questions if you're stuck in any area, okay? I don't care if it's with your funnels, with your offers, with advertising. I've been doing this, guys, for the last 12 years, since 2006. I've personally hand-built over 1,650 funnels, and I've gone on to generate millions and millions and millions of dollars, not only for my own companies, but for the companies that I help as well, okay? So it'd be an honor to help you get unstuck. Now, you're probably stuck somewhere, right? We're all stuck. There's always a ceiling, right? We're always busting through some of the ceiling. I have mentors, I have coaches, and I have masterminds so that I can get perspective that I can't see. It's hard to see when you're in the picture, right? All right. Again, claim your free golden ticket. We got these free golden tickets that we're giving away for free, okay? We only have a limited number of these tickets, but on these tickets, and here's why you should get it, is because model success, right? That's what Tony Robbins said, okay? Tony Robbins says, you know, it's smarter, why reinvent the wheel? You should just model success, and I agree with him. That's what I did in the beginning. I found a mentor, found a coach, hired him as fast as I could, and he taught me the ropes, and I made $10,000 in one day, right? Then I went on to landing my first client, who paid me $8,000 a month. I talked about that in the beginning of the series, okay? But grab your free golden ticket, guys, while they're still available, okay? On it are 7 and 8-figure funnels for experts, okay? So if you're an author, speaker, coach, okay? You're a consultant, okay? If you're an expert, if you have thought leadership, if you have wisdom that you want to transfer to others, and you want to help accelerate their process of learning and being successful, these funnels will work for you. If you are an agency, like a freelance agency or a freelancer service provider, branding, Facebook ad agency, these funnels will work for you as well. You're going to see behind the scenes of what we used to build a business to generate multiple 2 Club awards and get into the 8-figure club. Okay, you're going to get those on here as well. Okay, and all you got to do is pay for shipping in hand. It's $9.95. It's ridiculous. It's like cost of a Starbucks coffee these days, right? And number 3, you're going to get our e-commerce funnels. Funnels, emails, and scripts that we used, to build and grow an e-commerce business, okay? And there's a lot of insight and wisdom there. There's over 30 videos that you get to support the funnels, the emails, and the scripts as well, okay? So it's not just funnels, right? There's actually meat on this bone, okay? And then 5 people, there's 5 lucky winners who are going to get to spend an entire day with my team and I in beautiful San Diego, California, right here in our offices, where we get to talk about mapping out your game plan that's very specific to your business, okay, and help you get the fastest path to $1 million a year or $1 million a month, doesn't matter where it's at. I've had companies come in who are making $25 million a year. I've had companies come in who are starting brand new from scratch with a brand new idea. Okay, so it doesn't matter where you're at, I can help you get to the next level. And if you get one of these, it's basically like you winning $15,000, all right? All right, now let's jump into some questions, okay, will we? First question is, how long to build trust? How long? Bryan, how long does it take to build trust, right? And that's a great question. It's gonna be different for everyone, right? The biggest thing that I can say is that you wanna be building trust today and yesterday, not tomorrow, okay? So don't delay, don't delay. One of the things that I wish I would have done sooner is I wished I would have built trust faster. I wished I would have had some of the things that I have in my business now, right? I mean, hindsight is 20/20, right? Looking back, I wish I would have had more in my business. But being on the other side of this, now that you have the ability to learn from the wisdom and experience that I'm bringing you, build trust now and continue the process. Okay, how long should I build trust? We should always be building trust. You should always be adding value. Adding value is connected to building trust. Okay? So think about, how can you make someone else's life better? How can you make someone else's life more rich, more fulfilling, and more enjoyable, more joyful, more loving? Think about it. I love Dave Asprey, and I use this example a lot, but he has Bulletproof Coffee. It's a $100+ million company. Then over here, he's got his thought leadership brand. So he's got his institute where he trains people how to be human performance coaches, right? That's his thought leadership brand. He charges like $6,000 or $7,000 to get a certification. He's got people that are out evangelizing his message, right? Okay, I want you to think the same. I don't care if you're an e-commerce store, if you're an agency, if you're an expert. I want you to think the same. I want you to elevate your thoughts about who you are and who you are in your ecosystem, in your market, okay? And you rise up. It's a choice. Being the thought leader is a choice. One day you make the choice and you just step into it every day. That's it. Okay, it's not difficult. Doesn't need to be hard. Okay, it's easy. As long as you have someone coaching you, guiding you through the process. Okay, that's one thing I did get right in the very beginning, is that I found someone who could coach me, mentor me, and say, hey, Bryan, do this, don't do that, do this. Okay, I did this, it didn't work. Okay, try this, right? Having someone to be able to do that for you is very invaluable, okay? And I'd love to be that person for you. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning into these Facebook Lives, and thank you for tuning in to this video series. I'm super excited. It really fuels me to be here and to be sharing at this capacity. So next question, what video platform do you recommend? This is a big one, guys. YouTube just changed the game. So if you're using sales videos, I really encourage you to use Wistia. You'll notice this on the front end of the free golden ticket. Okay, if you go to freegoldenticket.com or click the link in the description, you can see we're using Wistia. Okay, that's Wistia. I love Wistia because it just plays, it's beautiful, it encodes the video properly. Okay, I'm not going to get into all the technology behind that, but I love Wistia. Wistia is great. Okay, YouTube has been messing things up, has been lowering conversion rates. I mean, it's just a hot mess. So don't use YouTube for your front-end marketing videos. And Vimeo. Okay, you can use that for your back end. You'll notice part of this funnel that we use Vimeo on the back end. But all of the front end is Wistia. Wistia has amazing tracking. I can see great statistics. I can see engagement scores. I can see a lot of great stuff. I love Wistia. Personally, that's who I use. It's a lot of other big companies use them as well. A lot of different membership sites like Kajabi and like Thinkific, I believe that they bolster on Wistia into the back end as well of their business. Okay, so I love Wistia. That was a good question, especially since it just changed. Show my face in videos or PowerPoint. I get this a lot too. So Bryan, I get this question. So Bryan, is it okay if I just share my screen, share some strategy and some wisdom, and just provide that massive value? I would say yes, if you're doing stuff that's really techy. But even then, if you can make a connection, if you can be in front of the camera, if you can make that direct eye-to-eye contact, you can make that connection with them. That's what you're looking for, okay? Again, trust is at an all-time low, and there's only more and more people that are coming onto the scene, being quote-unquote experts, right? Because they're told that they're an expert because they know they're one step ahead of everyone else, right? people don't know who to trust. They don't know who to turn to. Okay, they've been burned. They don't know who to trust. So we've got to do our job as responsible marketers and as responsible thought leaders of whatever it is that we are thought leaders of, right? And we have that opportunity to make that connection. Now, if you're not great at video, okay, or you're not great at dressing yourself or whatever, then hire a coach in those areas. Hire a coach to help you with your dress. Hire a coach to help you with your communication, right? To help you with speaking. You know, I find it's easy to talk about things that I'm used to talking about or things that I know I have deep insight and deep wisdom on. Those things are easy. That's why I can talk for 45, 50 minutes every single day over Facebook Live, is because I have a deep well of information. I have a deep well of wisdom and experience in these areas, right? So I can pull up these stories. I don't script these days. There's no teleprompter behind this video, right? I'm just talking with you live, right? It's just candid, raw, and uncut, right? I plan out a little bit, high level, but then I just jump into it, and whatever comes to my mind, whatever I feel like sharing with you in that moment, if something triggers for me, then I go down that road, right? You want to get to that point as well. You want to get to the point where you could free flow, right? Think about it. If someone stuck you up on a stage, put you in a hot seat, and 1,000 people, or 5,000 people, or 10,000 people, shoot, let's say you're in a stadium with 20,000 people. You're on a hot seat, okay? Might get a little warm, your hands might get a little sweaty, but can you answer the questions? Can anybody ask you a question about your thought leadership, about your expertise? And can you answer it on the spot? And can you be confident about what you're talking about? Okay? Certainty is power. Like, it's important. Clarity is power, but certainty is even more powerful. And certainty is something that is communicated through us non-verbally, right? You know the saying. I mean, most of our communication that we do on a day-to-day basis is non-verbal, right? It's not what we're saying, it's how we're saying it, right? So get good at that. If you're an expert, if you're an agency owner, if you're even an e-commerce store owner, you need to be good if you're the thought leader behind your brand. Now, if you're not the thought leader behind your brand, then help the person who is the thought leader behind your brand. Help them improve their communication ability. Improving your communication ability will only make your life better. It'll make your relationships better. It'll make your family better. You'll have greater relationship, deeper connection with your friends, right? So improving your communications is a skill set that I encourage. I recommend doing both, okay? So if you can share some screens, take people through presentations, that's great, okay? There's a time and place for that, okay? Especially when you have slides and you got to take people through a process. When we're doing live video like this, it makes sense to do live video, okay? In fact, Zuckerberg told us he wants more live video recently. He was like, hey, I want more live video, I want more discussion, okay? Give me that, right? So pay attention to what Zuckerberg wants, right? He controls Facebook. So if he tells us, hey guys, we want more live videos, okay, great, I know what that means. That means I need to do with Facebook Lives. I get it, thanks for telling me. And we want more discussion. You gotta understand the core motivating factor. Zuckerberg wants you and I on our phones on Facebook 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Like, if he could have us on Facebook 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, he would do it. He would say yes. Like, that's a good strategy, right? He doesn't care about sleep. Like, he wants, well, he might care about sleep. I'm not going to say that about Zuckerberg. But he wants us on Facebook as much as humanly possible, and he wants that discussion happening. He wants authentic conversations happening, right? He doesn't want just people blasting and posting and no engagement, right? So we want to create content that creates engagement. Okay, that's why I encourage you to comment on this video. I encourage you to, drop some questions. Tell me where you're stuck. I encourage you to toss a thumbs up or, say something, right? Get engaged in the process, play full out. Okay, what you put into things is what you get out of things. So play full out, be a part of the experience. Because when you launch and do your Facebook Lives, when you do your YouTube Lives, whatever platform you're using, you can do Instagram Live, whatever you're doing, whenever you're doing it, people are going to show up the same way that you show up. If you show up and don't engage, you're going to find people that are going to show up and not engage, right? Try playing full out sometime, okay? Now would be a great time. When would now be a good time? Now, right? Try playing full out and see what happens, right? See what happens when you go do it. you'll begin to see that what you do, you're then leading the way, and people will start to do it as well. Okay? All right, so some insights from today's training. Okay, hope you got a lot of value out of that. Building relationships is one of the most valuable things you can do. Okay, I don't go to networking events, guys, to get business. Like, I don't rely on events to get business. People come to us. I have people that pick up the phone and people that move people into products and services that we sell. And I do stuff like this, right? I don't go to networking events to get business. I don't go to mastermind events to get business. Now, it's great because business usually will come out of that, but I don't go there with the intention of getting business. I certainly don't go to events to get business. I might get business when I'm at events, but I don't go there to get business. I go to the internet to get business because I know how to get in front of the right people. If you know how to get in front of the right people, you don't have to go out other places to get business. There's tons of traffic online. And again, like I've said before, you never ever have a traffic problem. You only ever have a funnel and an offer problem. So dial in that funnel, work on that offer, craft that offer, right? If you need help with that, I'd love to help you with that. That's one of the biggest areas I see people, they might have a great funnel, but then they start running traffic to it and it falls on its face. And you wonder why. Oh, the funnel must be broken. There must be something wrong with the funnel. No, it's not the funnel, it's the offer. Okay, remember that. You're one offer away. Okay, remember that. Okay, results in advance, developing relationships. If you show people how to get results and you do it for free and you help them advance, they're going to trust you and they're going to be more likely to buy what you recommend as an affiliate and as someone who sells products and services. Okay, that's number one. Number two, produce epiphanies. Did you know that you can produce epiphanies? Some of the best movies in the world, they create these moments of epiphanies. Okay, if you want to get really good at producing epiphanies, I would encourage you to study the Hero's Two Journeys. Okay, just type in the Hero's Two Journeys, read up and watch everything you can about the Hero's Two Journeys. Every major film that's successful uses that framework for, creating these magnificent films. Disney uses it. I mean, it's used by all the major players in the movie industry, and they use it because it works. Okay, it takes us on a roller coaster. It takes us on a ride. It takes us on an experience that we're emotionally committed to. If you can do that with your videos, that's what you want to get to. You want to get to the point where you take people on an emotional journey, and you get them bought in through your stories, through your epiphanies, through your aha moments that you produce for them. You tell a story, they produce an epiphany, and now it's theirs. They own it. There's nothing more powerful than an idea that someone owns because of a story that you shared. I hope there's epiphanies that you've had watching this video and watching maybe some videos, leading up to this video. Okay? That's my objective, is to create those epiphanies in you to show you that it's possible and help you come to some realizations that you need to get into the game now and not wait any longer. Okay? More trust equals more customers. It's pretty simple, right? The more trust that you have with your market. Okay, think about Brian Tracy. Everybody loves Brian Tracy. He's still living, thankfully. He's been at it for a long time. He's been building trust. He's been on the road. He's been flying around the world. He's been speaking around the world. He has a lot of trust. A lot of people know him. A lot of people like him. A lot of people trust him. Oprah, in her heyday, she's still making a lot of money. And she's done a lot of amazing films lately. But a lot of people know, like, and trust her, right? Her trust accumulated to the point where a lot of people trust her. And she's a billionaire because of it. Okay? So increase the trust that you have with your market, and you'll have more customers. It's just the natural thing. Okay? So thank you for joining me today. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for playing full out. I'm excited. I'm excited for tomorrow. We're going to be talking about, after we talk about, we talked about irresistible money magnets. Then we talked about the next step of our proprietary process, which is capturing leads. We talked about today developing relationships with prospects and why that's so important. And tomorrow, we're going to dive into converting sales. Okay? And I'm going to show you a bunch of things that you need to put on your website and incorporate into the experience that you're putting people through to increase your conversions and increase your sales. And I'm so excited for you. So be back here tomorrow at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I can't wait to see you back here. And again, play full out today. Now, if you haven't grabbed your free golden ticket, or if you're just jumping on, okay, grab your free golden ticket while we still have copies of these available, guys. They're free. All you go is just pay for the shipping and handling. It's $9.95. It's practically the cost of a Starbucks latte. Grab it. On here, you get our 7 and 8 figure funnels for experts, agency owners, and e-commerce store owners. So if you're in any of those buckets, or if you want to just learn and see different perspectives on multi-million-dollar businesses, then I would recommend getting these funnels, these emails, and these scripts. There's over 30 videos that accompany these funnels, emails, and scripts that walk you through behind the scenes, the psychology of why they're there and what we use them for, and you get to learn a lot, okay? If I was selling this as a course, I'd probably sell this for $5,000, okay, just to give you an idea. But we wanted to create something to give the entire market insight and value to help you get unstuck, okay? Blow past that 7-figure barrier, get yourself a 2 Comma Club award, walk across Funnel Hacking Live, get yourself a 2 Comma Club award, and I'll meet you on the other side and give you a high five. How about that? I would love to do that. It'd be an honor. It's an amazing award. I love it. The 8-figure club award is even more amazing. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you back in tomorrow's video.